There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard.
Hey guys, I am excited to do a little layout share. I am going to be putting these into my albums. I wanted to do a little share before I get these put away today. And these are some that I've created probably over the last 6 months, maybe. I don't even know. But I'll let you know if there's a process video for these or not, or where you might be able to find a video if there is one. And let's get started. So I actually just created this one live for my little scrapbook store. It is on the Layouts and More Facebook group, and I will leave that link for you below. And you can go back and rewatch that live. It will be there. It won't get deleted. But I live in North Carolina, and we had the first snow in about 5 years. We had the other day, and got to have a snow day because my work was closed. And I don't have a ton of snow collections. I have snow collections that are geared towards like mountains and snowboarding and skiing because my son lives in Colorado and does a lot of that. But just general snow, I don't have a lot. So I actually used Discover and Create for this, and I ended up using a bunch of dies to create my embellishments. You can go watch that live video. It is available, but I did use these are from the transparency sheet that I cut apart, and then I don't know if you can see, but I added some stitching down all of those. Um, this is a Tim Holtz tree die that I used. I popped one of these up, just some tickets from my stash, some black snowflakes from one of the Vicky Bouton Christmas collections. And then this is from a 49, or I mean, not 49, Concord and Ninth die set. It's like sweaters and hats. It's so cute. So I thought I'd do that. And then I made my own snowballs, just with some texture paste and a punch, and just titled this Snow Day. And I really, really love how it turned out. I did want to add a little extra texture, so I used some old rub-ons, just to add some texture coming out from the side. This is another one that I did for a live scrap and chat at my little scrapbook store, online craps, or not online craps, um, the Layouts and More page. This is using some Vicky Bouton Christmas collections, and I loved this transparency sheet, and I wanted to make that a focus on my page. So that's that, and I put this on top of a 49 in Market paper. I think this is the back. I believe this is from their Spectrum Noir collection. And I'm not a big user of red unless it's Christmas. I mean, yeah, for Christmas. So I went ahead and took this out of my 49 in Market like set, and I put it with my Christmas papers, and I'm super happy I did because I ended up getting it used up. So there is a live for this, like I said, over on that group. So go ahead and watch that if you'd like. Here's another one I did live. So I do at least 2 lives a month for my little scrapbook store. And so you'll find a lot of these videos over there. I love this one. I created a wreath design using mostly the paper repack from Vicky Bouton's newest collection, Wrapped in Ribbons. I I also added in some items from some of her other Christmas collections, all of these. And then I did some sprigs and some other things from one of the 49 and Market collections. And I absolutely adore this layout. Here is another one. Um, I might have done this one for a live too. I did. I did this one for a live on my little scrapbook store layouts and more too. And I again used Discover and Create for a snow layout. I used a stencil, and I used some modeling paste, and then I sprinkled the embossing glaze over it with a speckled egg embossing glaze. and then heat it, and it's so cool. It's such a cool, fun reaction. Again, I used some more of those snowflakes from a Vicky Bouton Christmas and just some embellishments from Discover and Create. This is from, I kind of pieced together a title from a Vicky Bouton, um, one of her thicker packs from one of her Christmas collections. And again, oh, and this is a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. It's an older one, but I love it. And I love this. I love it so much. Here is another one. I do not have a video for this one. I used Discover and Create as well, and I focused on that sheet of butterflies and fussy cut those out. Then I cut out some circles as my bases and kind of just created this little grid design down the side. And this is my sweet mother-in-law. She just passed away this late, I guess it was in the fall. But we used to go visit her husband, my father-in-law, at the cemetery and other family members who have passed. And she would always take her little walker and go and sit on, and she'd say, "This is my property." And so I documented this for her and just titled it My Property. And I really love it as well. Okay. This is another one I did for a live scrap and chat for my little scrapbook store. And I used the Snow Pine Lodge collection. And I focused on triangles as part of my design because I felt like it looked like mountains, obviously, right? So all of this ephemera is from that collection. And then I made this with one of my dies that I have from my stash. And I titled this Oh What Fun. And I really do enjoy this one. I love this skiing paper at the top. This is a fun layout I do not have a video for this one, but, or no, I might have done this, I did do this one for a live, I believe. So I used those rolls of the 49 and Markets, what are these called? Tickets. And I had gotten the 49 and Market box, the little box, the big box you get everything in, like the warehouse box. And I thought, oh, I want to use these tickets because you get so many. And so I decided to do the tickets down the side. And the blue and the green and the dark blue and the teal, those are all from those ticket boxes. But I had gotten it all done, completed the layout, and I was like, it's looking disconnected because there was no pink in there. And it was bothering me so much. And then I realized, Tisa, you have the Sizzix 49 and Market ticket stamp and die. So I used some pink paper from 49 and Market and just stamped on it and then covered over some of the tickets to add a few of these pink ones. And I love it so much more because it just feels like it ties it all in. And these are our sweet little neighbor girls, and they love my husband. And every time he goes out, they just yell, "Hello, Mr. Rich! Hello, Mr. Rich!" And I love this picture of them. So that is that one. I do not have a video for this one. This is from our trip to Hawaii 2 years ago. And this was our little turtle friend that was on the beach. I used a 49 and Market, is it the Sunburst collection or something like that? And it was perfect because it had all of these turtles. And I used this big hello word from Vicky Bouton, one of her collections. And this is all like, this had like a built-in pattern on it here and here. And I'm really not big with those built-in patterns on pattern paper. So I just layered over it. And so this just looks like a layer. And I really, really, really love how that turned out. Okay, another mountain layout. Again, I do a lot of my snow mountain layouts using non-mountain or non-snow collections. So this is from a Vicky Bouton collection. It was like a chevron paper, and I cut it out and layered it. So I've got the green here and then the teal, and I popped this one up, okay? And then I have these amazing trees that are from um, Honeybee Stamps, I believe. It's either Honeybee or, oh, no, I am so wrong. It's Pink Fresh Studio, and it's a stamp and or a die and stencil set. And I made these trees, and oh my gosh, you guys. So I stamped these first, and then I stenciled that, or stenciled, no, I didn't stamp them. I stenciled them, then die cut them, but you see how the die adds all of that texture? I absolutely love it. And then I used a die for the snowflakes, and a die, I have a stamp and die or stencil and die for the snowboard. And these are just super old thickers from my stash. And I love this. Okay, this I felt was a really fun one. I did this for a live scrap and chat, or it was a design team live for my little scrapbook store. And my son had this long hair, and then he got it all cut off. This was back in 2020. And I had this cat from the Vicky Bouton. This is from Bold and Bright, I believe. And I'm like, I'm never going to use it on anything. And the colors went, so I was like, it's perfect. But this was a pattern paper, and I cut all of these out, these arches, and then layered them up over this camera paper. And during the live, I was having a hard time coming up with a title, and someone said Long Gone, and I was like, yes, that's perfect. So this is from Color Study, and I picked out the orange and blue, and then this is from Pink Fresh Studio, older collection from Pink Fresh Studio. And I just basically based this whole layout on colors. So I just used the orange and the blue, and then the pink, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love these pictures so much of my sweet, she is my great niece. So my niece's daughter. And they came to visit us this summer, and she absolutely adored the dogs. And her mom is not a dog person. So I found it to be so funny because she loved the dogs. And so I took these cute pictures of her. Sadly, our Allie Bear is no longer with us. And I believe this is from Discover and Create. I fussy cut out these flowers from pattern paper. And then this text paper is from a paper pad I have that has all black and white stuff in it. And then Sweet Girls I just got from some thickers. And very, very simple embellishing. I did this diamond design. This was a pattern paper, and I fussy cut out all the diamonds. I inked the edges and then just made this design over this paper, and then just kind of scattered the florals. And I adore the colors, and she's wearing this cute little yellow shirt, and it just went perfect with her outfit too. This is a fun one where I used really very few embellishments, and I created all of these embellishments from dies in my stash. This was from our trip from Hawaii. This is a 49 and Market collection. Let's see, I'll show you what's on the back. Oh, I guess I can't because, oh, I tore it. That's right. I tore this paper. Then I added a little bit of distressing here with a stamp, and put it over white cardstock. And I made this geotag die, and this little earth is a die I have. And then the flowers are all dies, and the palm trees. So I just used, and oh, and the rainbow is also a die. So I just used a few little items from 49 and Market, and I just titled this one Captured His Love, meaning capturing God's love, because the rainbow is a gift from God. So I love the photo, and I really think the photo pops on this page as well. This was a fun Christmas layout. I believe I did this one live for a live scrap and chat. I'm not 100% sure. And I think I followed a sketch. Yes. And this is from Christmas 2019. And I used some Vicky Bouton, I believe. This is from Simple Stories. This is from Simple Stories. And the rest, I believe, is from Vicky Bouton. And it's a very, very simple layout, but I love it. I love all the little, these are just dies. Some of them might be little washi stickers, and the rest I just cut out with my either circle punch or die. And I really love this. And if you guys know me, I struggle scrapbooking Christmas. So I was really excited because I have gotten quite a few Christmases done. Oh, this was a background I made some time ago, using a technique that Vicky Bouton taught us, and I have not used it yet for a layout, but I am going to because I absolutely love it. This is a layout I created, and this one was actually published in Scrapbooking Layouts and More in their fall winter issue in 2024. And I used some hexagons, um, did a little stenciling with the brick, and I used Vicky Bouton Discover and Create. And then this was from maybe Simple Stories, I can't remember. But just a little diagonal design with a little pop-up here. And yeah, you can find this in the fall winter issue of Scrapbooking Cards today. Super fun. This is a layout I did, gosh, this is a super old Amy Tan collection. I decided to do a grid design. I'm sure that I was inspired either by a sketch or by another layout. And it's just a picture that my brother sent me of he and his wife. And they were at a sunflower farm. And this collection was just filled with sunflowers. So I love that. All right. This is a fun fall layout. I absolutely love the colors in it. I did some mixed media here with some, this is some, I think I used distress glaze on this, and then some stamping. I used 49 and Market rub on here, created my own embellishments with these leaves, and papers are from Vicky Bouton, and I used the colors from this photo to kind of inspire my design. And then you see these two little film strips. I have found something that I absolutely love. Let me share it with you. It is called washi or sticker paper, washi paper, basically. And it is amazing, you guys. You can stamp on it. It does not smear, and make your own washi tape stickers. So these film strips are from a stamp that I have, and I made my own washi tape. So I absolutely love how this one turned out. I do think I did this for a live. Again, I do a lot of lives, so I need to get better at getting things up on YouTube, and that is my goal for 2025. So this is some adorable pictures of my mom and her little, she loves giraffes, and she volunteers at a thrift store in her little town, and this little giraffe outfit came through the thrift store, so she bought it, and just adorable. So I used some Chamel here and some Vicky Bouton. Again, I made my own washi tape sticker with that film strip and did some stenciling in the background. I did this for a live as well. on my little scrapbook store layouts and more. I love this one too. This is our Bailey Boo and Swisher. Bailey passed away about 2 years ago, and picture was from 2022. I used um, this paper is from Print Shop, I believe, and then I just used a bunch of tickets and stuff, and I made my own embellishments with these leaves and pine cones. And I really love this layout. It says, "Chase after your dreams, take the unexpected path." And then I just titled it Pure Joy. This is another one I did a live scrap and chat for, and I absolutely adore this layout. This is a technique I learned from Sarah Miller House on YouTube, and it's using what is it called? Magicals, the Lindy Stampgate Magicals. And I traced a stencil and then came in with the Magicals and colored it. And then I added some script stamping behind. And this is a photo of my son and I, and then my son and my husband at a concert this summer. And this cassette tape is a die that I have. And then this "You Are Here, Do What Makes You Feel Alive" is a washi sticker from Vicki Boutin collection. And this is one of the big chipboards from one of the Vicki Boutin collections as well. Okay, this one is using Vicki Boutin Print Shop, and I just fussy cut some florals. This is for our 28th anniversary. We spent a weekend at the ocean, and this was actually along the riverfront in Wilmington, North Carolina, where we went down and had dinner. It was so much fun, and this is just a fun little layout for that. This is from that same trip, and this is a pre-made Vicki Boutin background. I literally just pulled stuff from my stash for this. I believe this is what is it? Cocoa Vanilla. Yeah, this is a Cocoa Vanilla paper. This is probably Simple Stories. This is Old Page Evans. I mean, I just pulled from my stash based on color, and I really, really love how the layout turned out. This is also from that trip, and these are also, a lot of this is from probably Vicki Boutin Wander and Print Shop, I'm guessing. Kind of went with the food theme with a little florals added in. We found this amazing restaurant in Wilmington, and off the top of my head, I cannot think of the name of it, but I do need to write it down on here. But I pulled any kind of food. It was an Italian restaurant, and so I pulled like any kind of food items. So the guest check I thought was perfect. And we always kind of make fun of me because I'm really picky. So when I like something, it becomes TISA approved. So that's where the title came from. This is one probably from that same weekend, actually. We just took a weekend trip to the beach, and I pulled, this is a Vicki Boutin paper. It's all Vicki Boutin stuff, except I did add some dies with the palm trees, and then used a die for my title. It says "Paradise is Here with You." This is made with this is all washi tape, okay, or rub-ons. So all of these stamps are washi tape from a washi tape set from 49 and Market, and then all of these are rub-ons, and I rub them onto white cardstock and then just cut them out to use them as embellishments. And I went on, my friend is a photographer, and she needed to test out lighting for a place she was going to be photographing someone, And she says, "Could you be my model to test out the lighting for fun?" I'm like, "Of course." So she's like, "Bring your Bible." And so I did, and she snapped these photos. And so I titled it Seeking Him. And then down here I had a stamp that said, "Sky above, earth below, peace within." So I love that one. This is pictures of, I was published in Creative Scrapbooker magazine, and these are some photos my husband took of me when I got the magazine in the mail. I do need to journal here yet, which I haven't done. I created the background using a gel plate and some Distress Oxide inks, and just did some florals. These are probably, I don't remember what collection. It's a Vicky Booten collection for sure. The clipboard is Heidi Swap. And then this is an old thicker, and I just titled it Published, and then put, this is a Simple Stories, and said a little something awesome. And I love how that turned out. And finally, I made this one of me and one of my besties, and I used the Discover and Create collection and used this papery and cut it in half and just made a strip down here, and I covered that seam with the florals, and I would just really love how this turned out as well. So that is all of my layouts, you guys. Now I'm going to spend another hour or two putting these into albums, because one of my goals for 2025 is to actually keep up with keeping my layouts put away. Because as you'll notice on my channel, I did a little mini series of putting layouts in their albums. I had like 7 iris cases full of layouts that needed to go in albums, and it was an overwhelming task because I do not scrapbook chronologically, but I like to put things in my albums chronologically, and I was not very good at putting dates on all of my layouts, which is another thing I'm trying to do this year. And I had to spend so much time looking in photos at my pictures, getting dates, then to figure out where they would go in an album. And then I have albums for each of my kids, and then a family album. And so then I was like separating them into different albums, and it was a job. So I do not want to do that again. This is about a whole iris case of layout. So I'm going to get those put away today, and hopefully be back with you very soon with another process video. Hope y'all have a great day. Thanks, guys.